And Dominic, I just want to ask you about that fumble you forced there at the end of the half and how much it did to spark things to get you guys back in the game. First of all, did you expect them to even run a play in that situation that late in the half?
Yeah, for sure. They had timeouts, if I remember correctly, and they got into a formation that we've seen before. And so I anticipated just getting off the ball. Obviously, the back was offset to me, so I knew the majority of the run was going to go towards Vita, and he was going to set the edge. So I jumped the gap and saw an opportunity to make a play.
What did that do for you guys just to open things up and turn so much of the momentum back in your favor before halftime?
I think, like you said, it created some momentum for us. Tom and the offense did a great job of punching it in, getting a touchdown, and allowed us to build off of that. That's what we have to do as a defense, make sure we give them as many opportunities to score points because we know we've got plenty of firepower over there. It's just about getting opportunities and getting the job done.
Thanks, Ndamukong.
No problem.
Next question will be from Rich Stroud.
Hey, Ndamukong, I just wanted to get your impressions on Justin Herbert. It looks like you guys hit him a lot, especially as he was releasing the ball. What did you think of him as a rookie?
Watching on film, he's a great talent. I could see why they drafted him. Big quarterback, got a strong arm, can make plays with his feet. We knew some of his weaknesses and wanted to get after him. So obviously, being a young quarterback was the biggest thing, is finding those weaknesses and pressuring him and making sure he has to read the defense and make plays. And so that's what our focus was.
Did the character of this team really show today when you get down like you did?
100%. And Coach B.A. said that just understanding that what we had to do, most teams would fall and kind of crack and seeing where we're at, especially going into half or even before half, more or less, and just understood that we needed to find a play, especially on the defense side of the ball, because we gave up too much in the first half, and we need to start playing like we did in the second half, make plays.
Next question will come from Scott Smith.
The first home game with fans in the stands, and I know it wasn't full, obviously, but BA was saying how he actually enjoyed hearing them kind of chirping some negative things towards you guys, kind of fire you up a little bit. How much did the fans play a role, and could you hear them from the sidelines?
I was actually talking to one of our support staff the first home game that we had. Just the aura felt a little bit off and a little bit different, especially just going out there before the game. But for a guy like me who's been in the league for 11 years now, just understanding, I really just kind of tune out the crowd regardless whether we're home or away. And the only time I really feed off the crowd is when we're on away games and like hearing them silent. So for me, it's always great for our fans to be there, and it's appreciated, their support. But at the end of the day, for me personally, I kind of tune it out as we get into the game.
Next question will come from Leo Haggerty.
And Ndamukong, the Chargers were playing with 3 new offensive linemen. Is it harder for you to go against someone where you haven't had film to watch, or is it just instinct that takes over when the gun goes off to start the game?
I think for me, when I look at a situation that we had and them not having Trey Turner or Balaga, their starters, you got to understand what they want to do. They want to keep it pretty basic, understand they're going to run their offense. And then we do get into passing situations. It's about going back to your technique and understand that you got to feel regardless. You got to see what they're going to give you, make plays. So you can have things pre-programmed, ready to go, but you got to be able to switch it up on the fly. So that's a situation for me. I'm just starting out the game that way.
into it. That was great. Yeah, they needed to